Hello, this is Carissa Lewis, and this is my video lab report for LED 303. In the next slide, you'll see the video of the rocket actually shooting off, and I'll explain that further after it is shown. Here is the chemical equation that explains the rocket shooting off. The baking soda mixes with the vinegar, and that produces carbon dioxide, which is what makes the fizz at the bottom of the bottle. And this pressure is built up, and eventually it makes the rocket go up into the air. To explain this further, there's Newton's third law that says for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So the gas, the carbon dioxide gas, as I had said, builds up the pressure at the bottom of the rocket here, and eventually it will create a thrusting force. And then in reaction to this, an equal force is put on the bottle, making it shoot upwards. The rocket goes up in the air because the force from the carbon dioxide is it's a greater amount than the mass of the rocket itself, of the bottle, and so it does not remain stuck on the earth. And this has to do with Newton's first law that says an object that is at rest will remain at rest unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. And then the second law has to do with force, mass, and acceleration and how they relate. And so the less mass, the greater thrust. The greater thrust, the faster acceleration that this rocket can go. My hypothesis was that with more baking soda, my rocket would stay in the air longer. And as you can see with this data, that hypothesis was not supported. The materials I used for this lab report are listed there. The cork, however, is not seen in this picture here. That is because later my friend made it out of a piece of a pencil that she broke apart and duct tape and just made a homemade cork, and that made all the difference and allowed the bottle to shoot up in the air, because prior to that not enough pressure was being able to be built up to cause the bottle to rise up in the air. And that again goes back to Newton's first law. So here are the graphs that contain the data that I had collected from the 8 different takeoffs. And the resources that I used were the NSTA Learning Center that was online, the pages that NASA gives out, and Google Images was used for some of the pictures, all of the pictures. So in conclusion, this video lab report involved all 3 of Newton's laws. It was a great learning experience, and I had fun doing it. Thanks for watching.